Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Happy Monday. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show Podcast.
Yeah, Kevin, we love you.
Yeah. Well, I had a very eventful, fun weekend. I was talking earlier about the TopGolf, which seems like it's popping up everywhere. Somebody had said, yeah, they're getting one in the Pizzle, too.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Up there, yeah.
Can the Pizzle handle that?
I think they can. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the concept's freaking genius. I think it's going to change everywhere. It started in Austin, Texas, I guess, and there's about 25 of them now nationwide. They got one in Vegas, somebody's telling me, and they have 2 swimming pools at that one. And, you know, what it is it's kind of like this multi-tiered thing where they have these things where you just tee off in the golf ball, but, you know, then each kind of like little slots kind of got its own table, and so you can sit there and have food and cocktails and all that kind of good stuff. And then the one in Vegas has these 3 massive jumbo TVs out back, and they'll put on sports and stuff like that, so you can kind of like watch it back there. And I guess apparently it's really hard to get in. That's the thing, because people get there, and like we were there 2 hours. We went like the first hour, and then like going, do you want to keep going? Like, yeah, well, we'll go another hour. And then, you know, at the end of 2, it's like, okay, we'd had enough. It's time to tap out. But apparently some people get there and they'll start drinking, and then like they'll just kind of like take up that little slot all night long.
All day, yeah.
Yeah, the people that we were with had gone to the one. They have one in Charlotte, and they said, yeah, it took us 90 minutes just to get inside. And so sometimes what happens, you can't even get in. It's so crowded that people just wind up chilling at the bar, though. And it's, I guess apparently they're jamming on weekend nights, so that's why they're open up like crazy.
Doing drinking and having an activity like how me and Dennis are doing the bowling, it's so much fun. The one I want to try that I think would be a great time would doing drinking with bingo.
They do something called drag queen bingo that is so super fun looking.
I think bingo is so fun.
I agree. Bingo is awesome.
I get that it's like old people, but who gives a shit?
Whenever I go on a cruise, which is not very often, I always play bingo. It's just fun to me.
Yeah.
And I hear the older people there, they take that shit seriously because there is a $250 purse. And if they see the young whippersnappers coming in trying to change the game a bit, oh, yeah, they're ready to fuck some youngins up.
Yes.
They take it seriously.
Got an email for brewery idea. Said, found a great brewery thought Kevin might be interested in. Big Bear Brewery in Coral Springs. Awesome food and great beer. The pretzels are amazing, as is the beer cheese soup. The atmosphere is like being in a ski lodge. Very nice. Yeah, love the show. And Jason, go fuck yourself. Yeah, I went to a lot of breweries over the weekend. Well, a few. Went to West Palm Brewery again. That's where I got the cheese plate. They got I was pretty impressed with the beer this time around. And the thing they've done, too, since the last time I was there, is they put picnic tables out front.
Oh, that's fun.
And it's a cool area. It's for anybody that might be from either Fort Lauderdale or Miami. It's right there by the Tri-Rail station, just maybe 2 blocks away, so you could easily get off and walk that. And then went to Matthews Brewery yesterday. They had that one benefit I was talking about. Hung out there for a couple beers. So, yeah, I got to a couple different places over the weekend.
How's Matthew doing?
Fine. His name's David.
Okay.
Yeah, His last name's Matthews.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He's doing great.
Well, I'm glad to hear this.
Yeah, he's working on a new beer that apparently is the style's real big in California. It's an IPA, and it's called Milkshake. And it's kind of like a thicker beer. He's doing a strawberry vanilla.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Strawberry milkshakes are good. I haven't had one of those in so long. McDonald's got a good one of those.
Yeah.
Real thick.
Drink this one will get you fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
It tastes like a milkshake, though.
I guess so. Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yes, that's kind of what it is. Yeah, there's a bunch of different kind of beers that are they always have something that's new and whatever. The New England style IPAs, those are kind of like the hazy ones. I really love those right now. Those have kind of come in from the New England area, obviously, and apparently milkshakes thing coming in from California.
The ones that are scary are the ones that it doesn't taste like there's any alcohol in them. And for the most part, I think all those drinks, you can always taste the alcohol. There was one, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It was called Purple Passion. And this shit tasted like grape Fanta, and you would drink 2 of those, and you are fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, you were like, yeah, let's take this town. You are.
I drank a Lagunitas on Saturday that was 12%.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, whoa,
Wow.
that hit me quick.
Yeah, my favorite beer is a little something something. It's 7.4. 2 of those, and I'm like, all right, get my phone away from me.
Yeah, they'll get you. Got this email from Jen in the live stream chat. Said, as a mom with a graduate this year on a middle-class budget, it is very appropriate to bring a gift to a party. If you have 9 parties and probably these parents know each other, and even a $20, $25 gift is fine, you give more to someone closer to you. My son received gifts ranging from $30 to $150 from friends and distant family, more from closer family. However, I have purchased different things for his friends, ranging from frames with pictures of their friend groups to books about college life and dorm life. I've looked into the fast food places around the colleges that they are attending and purchased gift cards for those places.
That's brilliant.
However, one of the most requested gift cards by graduating seniors that are not from wealthy families are gas cards.
Yeah.
Gas is an extra expense that my son complains about all the time, especially on his public salary. Hope that helps. So there you
Good
go.
tips, yes.
Couple thoughts there. Graduation presents.
Last week, Publix does this periodically too. If you spend $50 in groceries, you can get a gas card, a $50 gas card, but it only costs you $40. Now,
Okay.
they were doing it this past weekend, and I got 2 of them because, you just saved $20 on $100 worth of gas. That's a great deal. Mm-hmm. Look in their circulars. Every so often they do that.
You explained that really well. If I had to try to explain that it would have been a nightmare. So it's $50, but you get $10 off. So I wouldn't even know how to explain that. It's too big.
When it comes to couponing, I like it.
You love.
I do.
How come every woman around me in my life loves coupons?
I love to save money, and there's so many deals to be had. You can really knock like $20-$30 off your grocery bill.
It's bigger than that, though. I get that you're getting stuff, but there's a thing about coupons. It's like you guys beat the system.
Yes.
It's a win.
It is. It's something inside you, too. My mom was the same way. She loved, even if it was like 25 cents off, she would clip that coupon and bring it in just for the satisfaction of they're not getting an extra quarter out of me.
Yeah, that's what it is. There's something else behind it.
It just makes you feel like, okay, winning, I'm beating the man.
This email from K Job said, hey, I hear you guys mention the word growler from time to time on the show, but you probably didn't know it was an obscure British slang word. I did not. Growler's the stuff that you get at a brewery.
Yeah, it's
put
like a
beer in.
jug.
The last time Virginia said, where's my growler? Da, 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 da. In the UK, it's slang for unkempt female genitalia.
Where's my growler?
So that means you have a gross growl. If you have a growler.
Overgrown. That's awesome.
So growler is the actual description of how it looks and the actual thing.
If that thing is growling, it's not healthy.
Yeah, not healthy at all.
Could you imagine you go down there and it's growling?
I would be curious though. I'd want to investigate.
So when do you stop? Like when it tries to bite you?
Yeah.
Like when it's growling, you're still in?
As soon as I see teeth, I'm like, all right, no, I'm out. But if it's growling, I'm like, I don't know, what's going on here?
Could you imagine if you came across one with teeth?
Oh my gosh! Guarantee you, in the history of medicine and medicalness, I don't think that's a real word.
Medicalness.
Medicalness?
What will make you say that?
There's been a vagina that said teeth in it. I'm going to look it up right now.
Okay.
Someone was born, they actually had real teeth.
They had teeth in there. Because I've seen that before where...
You could probably have them put it in there. I've seen somebody did a meme of it, but yeah.
No, I think sometimes you can have teeth born in weird places.
I've seen that before because you absorbed your twin in utero. But if you absorbed your twin into your vagina and then the teeth were right there, that's pretty specific.
Wow. There's a lot of literature about teeth and vaginas. I'm going to have to get back to you guys on that.
Any pictures?
There's a lot of pictures. But a lot of them going back to the folklore of how there's tales of women having teeth for vaginas, like folklore.
Gotcha.
Folklore.
Yes.
This email says, hey, Kev, been listening to the podcast every day for a couple years now, and I look forward to the show every day. One of my favorite bits was you doing the voiceover for the Craigslist misconnections ads. I know you said Craigslist was doing away with misconnections sections, so you were going to stop doing the bit. Well, I got good news. I was recently on Craigslist, and there it was with all the crazy stories you would expect and more. What do you think about starting the bit back up again? I know your listeners like myself can't get enough of the creepy Kev voice. Love the show, Gary.
Gary, then I think we'll bring it back.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to here. So I'll.
You're getting requests, Coach.
I'll go check and see what's going on. Here is a sample of one of the recent posts. Naked shopping night might be a good punishment for the low card game.
What?
Okay.
Naked shopping?
Yeah.
Like at the mall?
It says met at naked shopping at Leatherworks, Fort Lauderdale.
Wait. Is this some kind of like adult video warehouse?
Hold on, I'm looking up Leatherworks right now. I'd imagine.
It's Works, WERKS, Leatherworks, Fort Lauderdale.
KES, you say?
Yeah.
I like how you're acting like you don't know how to spell it, like you haven't been there and have the credit card.
This was actually kind of hot. This one says, I met you last night at Leatherworks at Naked Shopping Night.
Well.
You were good looking, masculine, probably 40-ish, a little beefy, and had just what I like. I was going to invite you to stop by afterwards, but we never talked again before I had to leave. If you'd like me to follow up on my suggestion, just hit me up.
So you go in the store and all the shoppers are naked?
So I'm on the site. Okay, here's what some of the customers are saying on like their Yelp section. I got fitted for a cock ring, tested a massager, and even got to view the play space.
Fitted for a cock ring? So somebody grabs your penis and puts it on for you?
Stuart greeted me with that sexy English accent and put me right at ease. Well,
Stuart.
Was that with the cock ring?
I mean, if you're getting fitted for that, someone has to grab your dong, right? Right?
Well,
I've never been measured for a cock ring, Virginia, so I'm not really sure.
This sounds like a bit.
Right. That's the lowest card bit.
I'm afraid cock rings might make some people feel bad about themselves.
But don't they make everybody look bigger?
I think, yeah, but I think if you don't have enough there.
Have you ever been professionally fitted for one?
No, I think you get your own cock ring, Virginia, and you put on yourself.
No, this person just said they got fitted. Fitted means somebody else puts it on you. Because I go for bra fittings, and it's a little weird because you got this lady touching all on you.
Look, I'm not here to fight about cock rings with you.
Fitting means somebody else puts it on.
I hear you.
And
are we
figures
arguing
out.
about how to get sized up for a cock ring?
I think we are, Kevin.
Is that really what our big debate of the day is?
I just want to know what this safe space room is they're talking about. I'm sorry, the play space.
Are the shoppers naked for naked shopping night?
The pictures are showing a woman in like a leather outfit. A lot of cock ring talk.
Look at who's very locked into their computer right now.
Oh my gosh. This computer has so many filthy searches.
I'm just trying to find what Leatherworks is. I mean, don't act like you don't want to know.
Oh, I want to know.
I know.
I don't want to know on my own browser. I want to know on yours.
I know this thing's already. That's why I didn't even want to bring this thing in to get fixed, because you know they look at your shit.
They do, and they know what you're up to.
Yeah, Leatherworks
Mr.
is
Cochran.
on Northeast 4th Avenue in Fort Lauderdale. They close at 8 p.m., just to let you know.
Oh, that's a little early.
It's a little early. I mean,
yeah.
if you're doing naked shopping and you're closing at 8.
Maybe that's why they close at 8, so that they can do the real sexy stuff.
Oh, they got a Twitter account.
Yeah, they got hats and gloves. They've got bondage gear and belts.
Obviously, cock rings.
Harnesses, watches, neckwear, pants and more, cock and ball.
Okay. Are you on their official website?
Square peg toys, yep. Impact toys. Oh, that's quite a paddle. That
Impact.
Yeah. Wristbands and gauntlets.
Square peg toys?
What's that?
I mean, there it is, Virginia. And you think, I think you know where that.
That's a square peg?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
That one's going to hurt going in.
I'm assuming that's where it goes, but.
Yeah, it
unless
looks
it's a hat rack.
to me like this would be.
It
There's
looks like a hat rack.
There's a lot of man-on-man fun here, I think.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Look at the bondage gear and belts. The guy's in this cage and he's got a bar in his mouth. He's like, help me.
We are a full-service leather store addressing the needs of gay men and the greater fetish community.
Okay, so they do
Okay.
specialize
Okay.
in men.
Because the one minute looked like almost like it was like a boot store. I'm like, this ain't no boot store.
Very curious here. Oh, hey, you don't click on the cock and ball section.
Well, then what am I going to do?
Just where to the that looks horribly painful.
I think some people like pain, Kevin.
That for some people, it does give a form of pleasure.
What?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I went on it.
Oh,
Virginia,
boy.
don't look.
They got a ball dangler harness. Oh, that looks pain. It's like hanging a weight off your nuts.
That guy thinks
Why?
he's got big balls.
They got a ball stretcher hanger. What are the who? Wow.
Jay Bird's balls already look like he's been wearing that ball stretcher for a decade.
So, why you gotta ball shame me? It's not my fault.
Well, they got a cage for it. The bird cage chastity.
The bird
cage. I mean, it's almost writing itself.
That's unbelievable.
We need your balls in the bird cage stat.
Well, there's this one fetish where, and no, before you even ask, I'm not into it, but the guy will have his balls wrapped in something to where it's like almost there's like this pressure on them.
Like tape?
Yeah, or like a rope, and it really constricts them, and then he'll have somebody punch his balls like it's
Ball boxing?
yes,
Like it's a speed bag?
yes, it's to have someone speed bag his balls, and he's into it. He's like, oh my gosh,
It doesn't feel safe.
It doesn't feel right.
I mean, if you hurt those things, can't you do permanent damage?
Oh my gosh, yes. If someone's full on punching your nuts like that, I would imagine you could get a contusion.
You got
Oh
all
my
upset
gosh.
that one time I just flicked him.
Oh,
Here's some of the video on it right now, I think, actually. Oh, jeez.
Can you not play?
No, I don't even know.
Are you watching a video of
Kevin, there's a woman right behind you. I'm not even
Impact
kidding you.
products?
Yeah. Oh, she just watching?
Well, no, she just walked away. I just didn't want any balls to hang out. We don't need that meeting.
Wow. Yeah. That's some crazy stuff. Yeah, this is here it is right here is your video, Jaybird.
Yeah, that's speed bagging. There's a type
Oh,
of.
this is so painful.
It's a fetish, Virginia.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I won't even tell you about the other
Okay,
stuff.
oh, good.
That guy's a different breed of tough.
Oh, that is.
I won't
Yeah.
tell you about. I won't even tell you about the high heel play that some people are into.
But he
the
wants to.
heel goes in the backside, doesn't it?
No, the heel goes on to the front side. Like
That's that shit you weren't going to tell her.
The heel goes in the
look,
D.
look how curious though. Look, I'll tell. It's too much. We're going real fast.
Does
here.
the heel go in the D hole?
No, it just kind of like stomps on the D.
Oh, that's just.
I know.
How's that fun?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
I mean, I guess maybe like
I think for some people, I think they're born with a very high threshold of pain, and it's somehow connected to sensual feelings. I think that's why some people like to get spanked. So I've heard. I don't know.
Wow. Oh, this is amazing stuff. Learning so much already.
How did we get here?
I think you only got email 1.
Yeah, it was at Leatherworks. That's what I
Leatherworks.
got, yeah.
Naked shopping.
Leatherworks.
Oh, misconnections.
Wow, that
Okay.
got us into a real
We
weird.
fell in a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
That's like 10 minutes.
Victoria said, hey, I've been watching KVJ TV lately, and I have 2 questions. Did Kevin's new hair make him lose his eyesight? He's definitely squinting a lot more now.
Uh-oh.
Why did Jason shave his beard? I thought he loved grooming it. Love you guys. You make 2 hours go by quickly while I work. Yeah, I don't know. Possibly I got to, it's been, I think I got my LASIK done like 4 years ago, so probably got to go get that checked.
See, what happens is when you have your LASIK done, a lot of times that's to correct nearsightedness or farsightedness.
Yeah.
But then when you turn 45, they say, well, some people it happens earlier than 40. Some people are right around 40, but most people are right around 45. Your eyes change again.
Right, yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you had the LASIK because you're still going to go through it. It's different. Whatever happens to your eyes at 40 or 45.
Yeah.
When you start seeing people need readers and they can't read the menu.
Oh, yeah.
That happens to most people.
I saw the Queen over the weekend. She had something. She had to like hold it like way far away. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, Grandma's eyes.
Your eyes change 40, 45, right around those ages.
Yeah, that might be part of it. Jaybird, your beard?
Yeah, so I had dyed my beard, and I got a terrible chemical burn on my upper lip from it. If you're ever doing anything with Just for Men, I would highly, highly rethink that, because there's a growing movement of people who are getting hurt, just like I did. My lip is just now healing from it. It went on for almost 5 to maybe even longer. It literally gave me a chemical burn.
And that was from the Just for Men, the hair dye?
We were doing a video.
Did you leave it on too long?
No, I didn't. I was working because Hulk Hogan's dead. I was trying to bring up, because people are saying I was looking like Randy Macho Man. I was trying to work on a new Randy Nacho Man thing, so I dyed it jet black.
Yeah.
Burned the fuck out of my lip, and a terrible, terrible reaction on my face. I had to put all kind of medicine on it, and then I did some research. Just for Men, people are trying to get it pulled off the shelf. Apparently, they added a new ingredient to it, and all these people are reporting their face blistering up.
Oh my gosh.
The term they kept using, I had never heard of it. Their skin was weeping, they said. So their skin would start to cry.
Oh my gosh.
And I kid you not, I had a horrible, horrible chemical burn on my. I had to shave off the entire thing because there was some kind of weird thing with it. So,
that is scary.
So PSA for all y'all trying that. Just be careful.
Wow.
Panda used to always use Just for Men.
Well, it's good because it can dye anything in 5 minutes.
Right.
That might be why there's something going on there.
Yeesh.
Michelle sent an email, said, I'm super excited that I found more podcast episodes, this time from August of 2014. A caller just said, welcome back to the show, guys. What happened at this time? Were you all kicked off the show or something? Fill me in. Yeah, so if you're relatively new to the show, we've been on our current station, WRMF, coming up now on about 4 years. We've been here in July.
Yes.
It'll be 4 years. And, yeah, before that, we were on Wild 95.5 for 14, and then we had, in between 1 year, well documented. In fact, there's an update video on our YouTube page you can go and find. They'll give you kind of like the update on what happened there. But we were at a station in Miami for 1 year.
It was kind of like our Rumspringa, but without the fun and the happiness.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
And the rum.
We diverted from the program just for a year.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, if you go into our YouTube page, you can probably find the Miami update. Just probably search that KVJ Show Miami update. That'll probably pop up, tell you what that was all about. What was the popcorn stunt? Somebody wants to know. Jason mentioned previously that he was in the hospital for 4 days. Can you share that story with us? Thanks. That's from Denise.
It was a world record attempt. There's a guy named Crazy Legs Conti who said he had the world record for the most amount of popcorn eaten in one sitting. So that's really what it was. So we ended up making our own popcorn sarcophagus, and I ended up getting in there, and I was in there for about 3.5 days. I ate a shit ton of popcorn. I starved myself 2 days before going in there, so I didn't have any bathroom issues. I had to pee in that thing. Never had to go number 2 once, but I ate all that popcorn, and then I was stuck in there for so long I couldn't move, and I just ended up.
We pushed him into the movie to watch that movie Click, and it was my turn to watch him. And I'm sitting there, I'm really getting into the movie Click, and so I'm not really watching him that closely. And somebody taps on my shoulder, Jay Bird's freaking out in the popcorn sarcophagus. I'm like, oh, crap.
Well, I forgot what my name was. I kept on saying my name, Jason Lee Pennington, and it wasn't registered. Like, what does that mean? What does that even mean?
And he started losing his mind.
I was losing my mind.
Basically, he started just going crazy.
And they broke me out of that thing in front of some little kids that listened to our show. And
the paramedics came.
They were horrified, these kids.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I was just making sounds.
He was gray.
Yeah, they said I had
It's like E.T. when they found him in the creek.
Yeah, I was dehydrated because I didn't want to keep pissing. So I just kept on just, like little sips of water, and I was eating all that popcorn. It was,
Well, you didn't want to sit and piss corn?
no. And there's this one guy, I'll never forget his face. It was like on the first night. It was where people could walk up, and he had the wettest lips, and he talked just like this. You're in this popcorn, huh? And he kept on putting his hand in the popcorn. And I remember he took a kernel and it hit his lip, and he didn't realize it fell back into the. And I'll never forget that fucker's face. And and the whole time I'm thinking I ate his wet popcorn. At some point I ate it.
You did. You ate his lip corn.
Without a doubt I ate it. And I'll never forget his face.
That's terrible.
He sounds just like this.
Well, he sounds hot.
Oh.
Not.
That's what it was. That's the only time I heard from every boss in the company. I was in the hospital. Oh, you okay? You're not going to sue, are you?
Yeah, right.
They made me sign 9 booklets of information.
Yeah, that was a big concern.
Yeah, that was a I'm not going to sue you packet.
So, yeah, we're just trying to break the world record. Unofficially, we have it.
So that's the story on that. Jason sent an email, said, I just want to tell Virginia how beautiful she looked on Friday. She was wearing a gorgeous blue dress and was bathed in sunlight. Since Jerby wasn't there, the blinds were open. She looked like an angel.
Well.
Smuggs, on the other hand, looked like he just McMurdered someone. Let's just say I found the movie poster for Victims Galore 2. Photo taken while Kevin was listening to Jerby ask Virginia questions on last week's Drunk Girl Trivia.
You look like a madman.
You do.
Oh, my God.
There's no way you haven't murdered.
Yeah, no, you are McMurder. I know where you sleep, it says.
That's a great picture.
That is a great screenshot.
No, there's that one shoot we did for the video. It was for one of the KVJ Song of the Day things where we were in the back and Kevin's just looking in the camera. That's the scariest I've ever seen you look. Did you have
something?
Did you have something on your mind that day? Do you remember the day I'm talking about? Oh my gosh!
Oh, I always have something on my mind.
You were dead behind the eyes, just like your victim.
Yeah,
it was really horrifying.
You were just. We put a murder count on there. You stare for 13 seconds without blinking, and it's the scariest.
Oh, it was when we did the I do remember that. Yeah, the whatever it was, that song. Yeah. Yeah, I probably did. I always have something on my mind.
Without blinking?
Yeah.
It was 13 seconds without blinking.
His eyes don't need moisture?
They don't.
He was like a fucking fish.
Do you collect all the tears of your victims and then use those instead
That's
of
right,
your own?
for lubrication for my eyeballs.
If he was a murderer, he'd have a thing.
He would.
Yeah.
He would take a little piece, a souvenir from each victim.
Yeah. Let us see. Got an email here from Travia. Said, Jaybird, have you ever had a physical panic attack before? If so, how do you avoid them? I had my first legit panic attack over the weekend, and it was the scariest thing I've ever experienced. I thought I was having a seizure.
Yes.
I never thought a panic attack was a real thing, but it is, and it's scary.
Oh, those are the only ones I have, actually. I have very, when I have them, you can tell that I'm having them. I start to have major reactions. I'll start to kind of spit. I'll say my name over and over again. My skin feels like it's completely numb. You feel like you're dying or going blind. You can't breathe. Your tongue becomes very numb. You sometimes have feelings of not being real. So yeah, I totally understand and get that feeling. I know what that's like.
I've had 2 in my life, and I remember them so vividly. My first one happened in my college dorm room, and everything just started going black, and I fell to the floor, and I was dizzy.
Yeah.
And I had to take off all my clothes because I was like just cold sweat. It was horrible. And then years later, the same thing happened. I was in a Burger King, and I was stressed about finances, and all of a sudden, everything just started to go black, and I went in the Burger King bathroom and took off all my clothes and laid on the floor. That's gross.
Yeah, if you're beginning to have them, I would agree with Virginia. I think you're stressing out because the first one I had, I was majorly stressed out. I was 12 years old playing tennis with my sister, and we were arguing about a point. And I was like, no, and I was getting really upset, and I had a bunch of shit on my mind, and I just, like you just said, I collapsed to the ground. I thought I was dying.
My vision left.
Yeah, my vision.
It was really weird.
My vision left, and ever since that day, I have always struggled being around buildings, and that's where that issue happened for me. So there's things you can do, especially if you recognize it early. I know a lot of people have a lot of success with sitting and talking to somebody doing that cognitive therapy stuff.
Okay.
There's also pot.
Yeah.
She said it.
I don't smoke, but I've heard that's good for it.
Yeah, I mean, you want to try your best to try to deal with it without any kind of outside to see what's going on. Mm-hmm. And then light it up. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Got an email from Melissa. She's packing for a trip to Mexico. I think we talked to her the other day. She said, have you ever tried the party pill? Stassi from Vanderpump Rules uses it for pre-drinking to avoid hangovers. I know tequila is my immediate future and was wondering if you all had advice on products out there. Revitalife won't be an option in Mexico.
I've never tried the party pill, but I've heard Stassi talk about it. She swears by it and says it's wonderful. I mean, look, anything you do to put replenishment in your system before or right after you stop drinking, it's going to be good for you. Anything you're doing on the front end or the back end of drinking to make yourself healthier and replenish electrolytes and combat dehydration, it can't hurt you. It's all good.
Are those electrolytes overrated, or those things really do help people out?
They really do help.
Yeah, they're legit. Coconut water, Pedialyte, 2 big things. They say bananas. I think the potassium from bananas is supposed to help with hangovers.
They say cat feces also.
Yeah.
Only though when you microwave it.
Just kidding. Please, no one eat cat feces if you're hungover.
Yes.
That was a joke.
That was a joke.
That was a parody.
Well, somebody will eat it and then be so mad at me.
We're talking about cats. There's #1 trending story right now is this surveillance footage from outside this house in Naples. Did you realize we had cougars in South Florida?
Yeah. I see them out in the clubs all the time, hitting on young guys.
They used to be at Club Safari. You remember that place?
She's a size 12, but she's wearing a size 8 pant.
Yeah, right.
I had one of them grab my balls before.
Yeah.
Didn't let go.
That might have been a mountain lion. That girl was vicious.
Yeah, these things are crazy. Now,
But yeah, I have heard that they are here in South Florida.
Yeah, I'll spare you all the things. You can find the story online, but they say good reason why you don't keep your house cats outside.
Did it get kitty?
Yeah, it did.
See, those cats are the things that those things scare me, man.
It's a big ass like the kind of thing you'd see like in a zoo.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're just walking around in South Florida.
So it's cat on cat?
Yes, cat on cat.
You're talking like a
big cat takes out small cat.
I mean, you've seen those like legit cougars pounce on something.
Sure, like the ones they have like at Bush Wildlife, where like it's like a serious cat.
That shit's horrifying.
Yeah, no, they'll just. I mean, this is a neighborhood.
Damn.
You know, it's like in somebody's driveway.
Just be glad it wasn't somebody's kid.
Oh, I know, right?
To me, I would rather face a bear than one of those cats. I feel like those cats would be so quick. I don't know. I feel like I could outrun a bear. I could outdo something with the bear.
Cats seem like they'd be a little bit more violent.
Well, I hear some of those cats. They're like ninjas. You can't hear them. They jump from behind, and all of a sudden, like, oh fuck! cat on you. You're just chilling out, and then
I don't see you taking that well.
no, it would go down exactly like that. Hey guys,
Yeah.
that's how if I see a roach, that's how I am.
Right. Imagine a cougar pouncing on him.
I'd be the worst.
He's calm in the eye of the storm, folks.
Yep. There you go. All right. Well, thank you very much for all the emails and everything. You can always send them to us, mail@kvjshow.com. You have an amazing day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.